Hello, fellow internet
Deviants.
It's me, Drew Bop, and welcome back to Swooning Over Stands. When we last left off, we finished playing DDMD, and Ford is letting me borrow his dice. He said keep them for next time, so I'm hoping that we're kind of cooking a little bit. I'm a little worried that the meter isn't going up fast enough, but romance takes time. So we're gonna see, we're gonna feel it out. Someone thumps their fist on the storage room door, stirring you from sleep with a jolt and a thud as you fall off the mattress. Very smooth, very suave. Scrambling to your feet, you step over to the door and swing it open wide. Mabel! Bop! I need your help! It's at that moment that you look down to see Waddles swaddled in her arms, wearing a top hat and a small bow tie. That's really cute. Why is Waddles looking so dapper? He does look pretty dashing, doesn't he? Wait, we're not here to dish out compliments. There's an emergency. A love emergency. Not a love emergency. Mabel stares up at you with wide eyes, her little arms unmoving as Waddles attempts to wriggle free from her grasp. This kid's stronger than she looks. Knowing Mabel, this could mean she has a new crush. From what Dippers told you, she's still deeply rooted in her boy-crazy phase. Or she desperately wants to wed Waddles to some unsuspecting critter outside. Waddles and Gompers are renewing their vows today, and I can't find Gompers to put his gown on. You gotta help me find him. Gompers is a goat, for those who don't know. You weren't actually expecting your second guess to be right. Okay, wait, Mabel, just calm down for a second. But we have to find Gompers. The ceremony's in 20 minutes. The stakes are high, kids. We gotta find this goat. Waddles wriggles himself free and runs down the hallway to freedom, ignoring Mabel's shriek of protest as she chases him. You're compelled to go back to bed, deciding this is almost definitely a dream, but jog after Mabel regardless. Oh, bye. You catch sight of Mabel just as she leaps over Dipper, who's sitting on the floor with a large array of graph paper and chewed pencils. She runs to the back door, suspiciously open, after Waddles' snorting self, yelling at him not to lose his tie. Mabel, what's going on? Waddles wedding Gompers? You're a little out of breath. Mabel's fast. Dipper smacks a hand to his forehead, dragging it down his face dramatically. Of course. She told me they're renewing vows or something. They got married last summer, but she misses the pizzazz of weddings. Dipper looks nonplussed, but you can tell he's at least a little invested. Are you gonna help her with whatever that was? I don't even know what's going on. I don't even want to imagine this marriage failing. And with that, you run past him, Dipper's stutters of surprise growing fainter as you head outside. Mabel's already a ways away when you burst out into the shack's backyard. Fortunately, Stan and Ford are nowhere in sight. You're not sure what you'd think of them finding you searching for a goat bride, as Mabel calls out to lure Gompers home. Come on, Gompers! I already booked the second honeymoon and the caterers are gonna be mad! Ugh, runaway brides are so cliche. She's seriously invested in this farm critter marriage. That, or she's watched way too many dramatic romance movies. Or both. Gompers? Come on, goat. Pal? Where are you? You hear Dipper head towards Mabel to help her look, so you veer opposite, opting to cover more ground in search of the runaway goat bride. Where should you look? On the roof, under the shack's foundation, inside Stan's car. I'm gonna look under the shack. You duck onto your knees and look under the house. There's a large hole that leads somewhere underground, but you figure Gompers isn't down there if that's Ford's illustrious basement Dipper's gushed about. Okay, on the roof. You walk backwards and put a hand to your brow, shielding your eyes from the sun as you search the scaffolding of the shack. nothing. You continue walking to the side now until rays of sunlight obscure the view above the sign for the gift shop. Rather serendipitously, a cloud glides overhead to block the sun and you're able to look up higher, seeing the misspelled lettering, the various wear and tear in the roof, and a small billy goat munching on part of the weather vane. I found him. Locked and loaded. Wait. Hey, Mabel. Yeah? You point up to the roof at Gompers. Here comes the bride. Mabel shrieks, "Gompers!" and sprints into the gift shop, slamming the door so hard the open sign flips to closed. There's silence for a moment, then something flips open on the roof's small balcony and Mabel pops out from underneath, climbing up onto the roof and attempting to coax Gompers down. There's a ladder up to that little balcony thing inside the gift shop. It's pretty cool for fireworks. Mabel pulls a sandwich from her sleeve. You can't help but imagine what else she has up there, and waves it in Gompers' direction, and he trots toward the balcony, hopping down to Mabel's level and snatching the sandwich from her hand. She grabs the goat and heads back down the ladder into the gift shop. Oh, Gompers, you can't get the pre-wedding jitters anymore. You're already married. You can't get away that easy. Thanks a billion, Bop. You saved the wedding. That's what I'm here for, kids. It's just what I do. And with that, Mabel gets to work on wrestling Gompers into his dress, yelling commands to Dipper to grab Waddles, who thankfully didn't get his bow tied dirty when he dashed away earlier, and get everything ready for the most important ceremony in the history of ever. Maybe an exaggeration, but Mabel's excitement is undoubtedly contagious. Okay, once Dip finds Waddles, I think we got everything ready. I am, of course, the Vicar Caterer, Proud Mother musical guest combo. Dipper's gonna take pictures for my scrapbook. Hey, I never agreed to that. Dipper, please. I gotta officiate. Oh, she can't pronounce that. That's cute. You mean officiate? See, I'm so busy I can't even talk right. Please, Dipper. I'll help you with some nerd thing later, I pinky swear. Dipper contemplates this, hand at his chin, mirroring his Grunkle Ford, of course. As long as you actually do this time, then yeah, I'll take pictures. Mabel jumps up and down with excitement, jostling poor Gompers in her arms. Yay! Thank you, Dipper, I owe you one. This is what the best brother looks like right here, Bob. Haha, okay, you don't have to do that whole thing again. I'll get back to... Waddles, you get back here. Okay, now we have that fixed. That means we have... Wait! Seuss left already! My ring bearer's gone. Oh no, what are we gonna do, Gompers? Gompers gives the intelligent answer of bah, chewing on his bridal veil. I could ask her, but I don't know. Gompers chooses that moment to look into Mabel's eyes and bleat at her insistently. Mabel, naturally, takes this as a sign from Goat. You're right. Of course, this is your special day. Again. Mabel turns to you with pleading eyes. I can't say no to her. She's so cute. Hey, Bob, could you be the new ring bearer for the ceremony? It would give me no greater honor. I'm very invested in this partnership, Mabel. I gotta see it through. Mabel beams, obviously very pleased that you're taking this as seriously as she is. Thank you, Bop. Let's get this show on the road. Or this wedding on the backyard. It still works. Mabel runs back into the house and you hear her thudding upstairs faster than a hungry Waddles. Gompers, thankfully still occupied by the half a sandwich Mabel taunted him with, stays put. She comes back soon after with a fluffy purple pillow and 2 clear sticks. After snapping the sticks in half. Glow sticks. They're glow sticks. She curls them into small bracelet-sized rings. These are so much more fun than rings. Plus, Waddles can put it on his tail to look super handsome. Waddles oinks in agreement. In his mad dash out the house, he's lost his top hat. Oh no! Hold your hands out, palm up, and get down so you're not as tall. They can't put the rings on each other if you're way up there. Okay, I'm ready. I'm so ready for this job. She's got a point. You duck to your knees in the dirt and Mabel turns your hands palm up, reverently placing the pillow and glow stick rings atop them. Okay, Mabel, I'm here with the camera for... Bop? Why are you on the ground? You gesture to the happy couple with a wide arc of your arm. They needed a ring bearer. Well, I guess they do. Mabel nods, small hands on her hips. She looks over the wedding scene and mumbles to herself, checking things off a mental checklist. Okay, I think we have... Wait! I forgot the flower petals. I'll be right back. And she's gone again, leaving you alone with a pig groom, a goat bride, and 2 glow stick bands of matrimony. Goatrimony. That kind of works. You decide not to crack that pun on Dipper, who's examining his disposable camera. He pops the back open and sighs, smacking a hand to his forehead. This one's out of film. It must have been the one Mabel used at Candy's party. He looks up at you and shrugs. I'll go get one of my spares. Make sure these 2 don't go anywhere or Mabel will... Well, you know Mabel. You haven't known Mabel as long as Dipper has, but you understand immediately. You're left alone in the backyard with a groom's pig, a bride goat, 2 glow sticks, and a broken disposable camera. While you'd love to say you've absolutely been in this situation before, you unfortunately have not. I am very happy for you both, Waddles and, Gompers. Both animals turn to you, nonchalant to the current state of events. But I can't believe Mabel forgot the flower petals. Jeez. Just as you continue the one-sided conversation between human, goat, and pig, you hear 2 voices coming around from the house. 2 very familiar voices. It's gonna be Stan and Ford, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh no. Listen, Sixer, if you hadn't gone off about the wobbly junker, the gobble walker, Stanley, has Dipper really never told you? Then you wouldn't have freaked out the kid at the store we needed, and we'd have, oh, I don't know, the stuff to fix my house after you got a car stuck in it? It's still my house. And besides, if he was a fisherman, he needed to know... Hi, boys. Hi, boys. I promise I can explain. Both Stan and Ford round the corner to find you sitting on your heels next to Waddles and Gompers, brandishing a pillow and glow sticks in the dirt. The 3 of you stare at each other in silence. Well, Mabel needed a ring bearer for the wedding. It's at that moment that Mabel kicks down the back door, runs to your side, and throws rose petals atop your head. Ta-da! You blow a rose petal off the tip of your nose and grin at Mabel. Cute. I think our bride and groom are ready to renew their vows, don't you? Mabel nods emphatically at you before turning to her grunkles, lighting up a 100-watt smile. Yes! Grunkle Stan, Grunkle Ford, you guys got back just in time. And just like that, Mabel pushes Stan and Ford towards you and tugs their hands so they sit across from you. Stan complains about his knees, and Ford asks Dipper exactly why the pig and the goat are betrothed. Fits with what you know about both at this point. Mabel makes way with the wedding and you sit cross-legged, the pillow and glow stick rings on your lap. Every so often, Mabel stifles a theatrical sob, wiping a very real tear from her eye before she turns to you for the rings. Oh, Mabel, how should the betrothed, wear their rings? Since they don't have ring fingers. Just put them on wherever you think they fit best. Oh, okay. One on their heads, like small glowy tiaras, around one goat horn and Waddles' tail, one over each ear like fun earrings. Well, she did say earlier that Waddles could wear it on his tail and be very handsome. So I think that and then the goat horn would be very appropriate, very fashionable, very in season.
Very demure.
You get up and promptly crouch down in front of Waddles and Gompers, playing your ring bearer part very seriously. A glow stick ring goes onto one of Gompers' horns, and you place the other on Waddles' rear, hanging off his curly-Q tail. I now pronounce you husband and husband. Again. You may now kiss the Goat. Waddle sniffs at Gompers and snorts. That definitely counts. Dipper reappears with a new camera and Mabel throws more rose petals at him. A few get stuck to his fluffy hat and he rolls his eyes, but retaliates by taking a very close-up picture, the flash temporarily blinding her. They're so cute. Hey, save the film for the Renewedlyweds. I need plenty of pictures for my scrapbook. You owe me a new camera for this, Mabel. He sounds annoyed, but his fond sibling smile gives him away and he starts taking pictures of the happy couple, getting odd angles as Mabel pushes them into silly poses. You step away from the scene and go to head back into the house. Being a ring bearer is thirsty work, but Stan and Ford stop you before you make it to the door. Uh-oh. Hey, Bop. Thanks for playing along with Mabel with the whole wedding thing. Of course! How could I not? We're both glad you're willing to entertain her whenever we're gone. She didn't, make you do it, did she? Oh, she didn't. She needed a ring bearer, so I stepped up to help. Stan and Ford arch matching brows at you. I'm very invested in the marriage of a goat and a pig, you know. The three of you laugh and Stan pats your shoulder. Ford gives you a warm smile. Well, I'm glad you're as into all that as she is. Thank you for that. Yeah, kid. It's nice of you to be, nice to her, you know? Well. Ford takes a step forward on the patio, peering down at you through his cracked glasses. You'd be somewhat intimidated if it wasn't for the fact that he's blushing. I, appreciate that you occupied the kids for Stanley and I while we were out. Both of them seem to like you being around. You grin at him with a shrug. Nah, it's no problem. They're fun to hang out with, even if I'm gonna have some strange photos in Mabel's scrapbook at the end of it. Ford smiles, sweet and almost kind. It's your turn to turn red when he looks at you like that, as if I haven't been blushing and giggling like an idiot this whole time. Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got, things to get back to. Yes, he's so cute, I just want to grab him by the face and give him a kiss. He walks past you and into the house, Stan following soon after. Stan elbows Ford and it looks like he mutters something to him, but you can't hear what it was. Whatever he said, Ford looks scandalized. Hey Bob, you're gonna miss the party. We got popsicles. I call the red ones. Pineapple ones are mine. I call dibs. But the pineapple ones are the best ones. Mabel and Stan rustle over a yellow popsicle while Dipper contentedly unwraps a red one, holding it above his head and out of Gompers' way. Ford gingerly picks out a purple ice pop and leaves the ice chest open for you to grab one as well. While Stan and Mabel aren't looking, you hide the pineapple popsicles at the bottom of the chest. Dipper sees and starts laughing, but doesn't tell. They're a strange bunch, these two sets of Pines twins. But they're certainly making your summer a lot more exciting as your stay at the Mystery Shack continues, your wreck of a car sitting outside in the heat of the setting sun. It's another day of summer with nothing to do but wait. Your schedule's surprisingly clear today. Ford usually has something going on for you to help with, and if not, Stan, Seuss, or the kids do. Who do you want to find? Oh, who do I want to find? As if this is a hard question. You pass through the living room and Mabel spots you from her seat at the table. Bob! I was hoping I'd see you. Come on, I want to ask you something. Uh-oh. Mabel points down at the table with a raspberry pink colored pencil. Her art supplies, scattered across the table, lie across various sheets of paper with brightly colored doodles, and lots of glitter. You see a drawing that looks like a cross between Barney and Godzilla, a page full of puppies, and a page with a drawing that kind of looks like you, with... Is that Ford or Stan? Mabel's not finished with it yet, but the telltale jawline gives it away. Not her drawing like fan art of us. I love that. You sit down at the table across from Mabel and suddenly get the same feeling you'd get at a job interview. It's intensified when she pushes her organized chaos of papers aside and steeples her fingers over the table's surface. Bop, I'll be frank. Oh god. Oh no. I've been trying to find a match for my grunkles for a while, but I never seem to get their matches made. Sorry, a match? But then, it's like you were pulled from thin air, attracted to the shack by a magnet of love. It was a sign, and this week just made the chemistry you share with him obvious. You know who I'm talking about, right? Fucking obviously. Yes! Grunkle Ford's great with family, but he's still guarded. You're the first new person I've seen him actually get interested in. Maybe if you get to know him, he'll see that social interactions aren't so hard, and maybe love was on his horizon all along. Love? That's a jump, to say the least. And anyway, though you've had the chance to share some quality time with Ford, you still feel like there's a huge part of his story that you're missing. How much do you even know about him anyway? And why do you want to know so much more? Mabel, Ford and I haven't spent all that much time together. Sure, we shared a couple adventures, but nothing. Adventures are the perfect bonding material. I know that firsthand. But you know what would really get this chemistry going? Talking to him? What? No, I'm thinking something more romantic. Hold on, I'm getting an idea. I'll get everything ready, Bop. You just focus on falling completely and utterly in love. Matchmaker Mabel is back in the game. She's so cute. I love this sprite of Dipper. It's so funny. Why he got shifty eyes? Just as you exit the talk with Mabel, you run into Dipper right outside the living room. And it doesn't seem like an accident either. His arms are crossed and he's looking at you dubiously. So, I heard about Mabel's plan. How do you... I just left the room. Yeah, well, word travels fast. And Mabel sends out mass update texts. His defensive posture softens a bit. Just tell me one thing. I know my grunkles can look after themselves, but can you promise me you won't hurt Grunkle Ford? I wouldn't even dream of it, kid. You can trust me. Okay, Bob. I'm remembering that. A text notification sounds and Dipper checks his phone. And be ready at any time for your date with Grunkle Ford. Yes, date secured. Ugh, this feels awkward enough. No offense, Bob. It's just, my Grunkle Ford actually going on a date? Do old people even date? It's kind of hard to wrap my head around. Everybody dates. I hope Mabel doesn't ask me for my help tomorrow. I mean, I have enough trouble trying to date for myself. Mabel calls down from upstairs, of course. Hey, Dip-Dop! I'm gonna need your help tomorrow. Well, never mind. We'll stop there because the next episode will maybe be a date? I don't know. I don't know. Date. I'm so geeked. We're gonna go on a date soon. Maybe I wasn't blowing it this whole time. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. If you like hanging out with me, please feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I put out videos at least once a week. And for those who are looking for more content from me, I also stream on Twitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/its_me_drewbop. We usually hang out a couple times a week there, and we get fun and weird and spicy, so come get fun and weird and spicy with us. For those who want to keep up to date with what I've got going on, you can also follow me on most major social media platforms. My handle is, again, at its_me_drewbop, and you can find all of the links to my channels and my pages in the description below. If we go on a date next episode, I'm actually gonna go feral. So fingers crossed for romance, chat. I need romance vibes. Please send romance vibes for the next week, please. I'll see everybody then.